let's see if I can make the ultimate French bread pizza. Growing up, French bread pizzas were the best. Can I make one just as good? First up, Red Baron. Next, Stouffer's. And I also saw this one, thought it looked pretty good. We'll put this one through the ringer as well. You can buy one of these silicone mats and then I cut it into 4s. I mean, you could buy smaller ones, but I cut these silicone mats down and I put them on here. This is like a game changer, especially with the pizza stuff because the cleanup is just incredible. And then the crispy cheese kind of just like stays to the side, so you can actually get that, which is nice. That's exactly what I remember, but we will kind of help this out and try to make it look as appetizing as possible. How does that look? Okay. This one kind of looks kind of wimpy. Okay, this one was the Red Baron one. In a weird way, it's, I don't know, it's not bad. It's just, we can definitely level this up a lot, but. Comment below, do you like the Red Baron pizzas? The pepperoni is actually surprisingly crispy. Let me see if I can. Let me get a close-up of that. Kind of crispy. It's pretty cool. Okay, Red Baron, right now we're gonna give out of 10. Should we do this out of 10? Or should we do this best to worst? A 6.5. On to the next one. All right, Stouffer's, the kind of the OG, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, Red Baron or Stouffer's, which one is more OG? Oh wow, okay, we already have some big differences. Pepperoni's not cut, there's only 4, a lot more cheese. The cheese looks better here. Let's try it out. Give it a fair do. Boing. All right, check this in the oven, and we'll be right back. I'm not worried that ours will win. I'm more just like wondering who's gonna come in second place, right? Red Baron, not terrible, right? Now the Stouffer's one I think has the most prestige coming in. It's kind of the classic, so that could be number 2. But I think we have a wild card with this Elio's one. I think it's gonna be super, super crispy. It's super thin. It's not even really a French bread pizza, but it's kind of in the same ballpark. So I don't know. That might be kind of the curveball to the whole party. But next week we should do our pizza versus the Giorno's. I think we gotta like freeze our pizza though. I think that would be fair. What if we made a pizza, froze it, and then versus the Giorno's? Dang. All right, I think this one is, I think this one here is definitely not today's winner. This just doesn't seem right. The cheese has a crispiness but an unmeltedness, which I think is strange. I mean, this one looks like super hot. Okay, here's a better example. like crispy yet unmelted, which means probably that there's some form of, I'd say it's like a cheaper cheese or a cheaper quality cheese. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, and also very little sauce. I'd say maybe a 4.5. Let's try that. Yeah. So then, the curveball here was this thing, because this is really not, oh my goodness. Test it out. Hey, Gunner, let me film this video, please. Don't. The oddball. Let's give it a try. God. I don't remember the last rank. And even 3. Now the best part. We get to make our own. We gotta pre-toast this bread if we want that like super crisp. For the sauce, we're gonna use some really good tomatoes. Cook them with a little basil, some spices. All right, we have our toasted bread, which looks delightful. Now we're going to add our sauce and cheese. We'll go from there. You're going to use a thick cut, low moisture mozzarella. Okay? And we're going to add a lot of cheese. Way more cheese than our competitors, which I think will give us a big advantage. We are to spread the cheese out. That's another thing I noticed was a lot of the cheese during was like, some of the other ones had cheese that was spread off to the side and there was none in the middle, or there was all in the middle and none on the side, so you get that burning. This is a good quality cheese, so I don't feel we'll get that weird burning on melting this. Little parm. A little bit of parm. I liked how they had some randomness. Some of the pepperoni was stacked on top of each other. And we always did that in the restaurant because
it gave you some cup of char. Then you had some really nice tender, just like warm pep that wasn't like all crispy, which you want that crispy, but I think the balance of the texture is like incredible. So we're gonna add, like, it's gonna look like way too much at first, and then when you cook it, you're gonna be like, oh, Sub Chef figured something out. So you have a comparable amount all over. Like, it's gonna look like way too much at first, and then when you cook it, you're gonna be like, oh, Sub Chef figured something out. So we'll chuck this in the oven and report back. Last but not least, ours. Now we're talking. It's obviously, let's rank them up. The Red Baron one was absolutely really good, honestly. It was good. And the Stouffer's one was just like a worse version, like a cheaper version of the Red Baron one. Okay, so I'm looking at the receipts. The Stouffer's one was the most expensive, and it was really just a cheaper version of the Red Baron one. The Red Baron one was, by and large, the best one we purchased. Obviously, mine was the Supreme. That was the #1. But honestly, the Red Baron one, pretty good. And if you buy those for like $5. Yeah, if you bought that for like $4.50 or whatever, 2 of those for lunch, in this economy, that's pretty dang good. But ours was the best. The loaf of bread was, the big loaf of bread was $3.69. The sauce was about $2 for the amount that I put on the pizza, and then the cheese was like about $3. So $3, so 4, 2, 6. You know, we're talking about $8 or $9 for that big giant thing. I mean, you can't get this much food at McDonald's for $8 or $9. So I think we made an awesome lunch today, and hopefully you guys make this and enjoy it. If you want to make this, like and subscribe.